computer. Okay, so let me share my screen as well. And that is just a really funny, that is not the one I want to use. That's not the PowerPoint. Here we go. Okay, so hello and welcome to tonight. This is a super crazy time in our lives. I don't have to tell you guys, nobody's ever lived through this, but it's so temporary. And here's the thing is that normal life will return. So I'm hoping that today is an opportunity for you to pause, reprioritize, and prosper. You know, I hope we come out of this stronger. I'm doing this whole hashtag come out stronger campaign because I think we really can. I hope that you're going to be given some info and some tools that will bring you hope and peace, that your family can thrive not only now, but then when that hectic, normal, busy life returns. So hello, my name is Denise Jelinek. I'm a mom of two boys. They're 10 and 13. I've been a personal trainer for over 25 years, or for over 20 years, but I've been in the fitness industry over 25 years. And I'm married. So I've been married for 16. And, you know, one of my favorite things is helping people make healthy very simple. So tonight, I hope you feel that passion and find some solutions that I present to you very simple for your family too. And the coolest part is that everything I present tonight, most everything you're going to be able to implement right away. So you guys are pretty aware of what's happening in our media today. And these are a couple other stats. I'm not going to read all of them. Just know that one in 3 children is obese. And the truth is that what you're not going to hear in the media is that our children are more harmed by poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and I'm going to add vaping combined. You know, and you're also very aware of the toxins that are in our environment now because we're all home, right? But here's a couple that aren't going away either. Our pollution, water contaminants, pesticides, chemicals, medications, whether it's prescription or over the counter. We know that some of them are even seeping into our drinking water, our skin and hair products, and even our plastics. Our food quality is even decreasing. In fact, 90% of the food that we eat in America is processed. There's preservative, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, artificial colors, growth hormones. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And did you know that 80% of the foods at grocery stores didn't even exist 100 years ago? Our grandparents didn't even know about them. And broccoli, even when we're trying to make good decisions, broccoli's even lost 90% of its nutritional value. So I said I want to help you protect yourself now and when normal life returns. So what are the health obstacles that you can't avoid? Number one, the formation of free radicals. And free radicals lead to oxidative stress. Big words, and I'll explain it all later. So when you have that accumulation of oxidative stress, which you just heard about, lifestyle and toxins, those all weaken our immune system. So first, I want to dive into what causes these obstacles to our best health. And first, I really want you to look at free radicals. So what is a free radical? Well, you have a normal cell, and a free radical attacks that normal cell. And if the free radical isn't neutralized, it damages the cell and it leads to oxidative stress. Again, if you don't understand this, please wait. I'll make it so simple. So what are the results of that free radical damage or that oxidative stress? I want you guys to take a quick peek. Look at this slide closely. This is the effects of oxidative stress. Now, I can zoom in and zoom out when I'm using my phone with this. What do you have a family history of? What system are you most worried about? I can tell you in my family, right now we're dealing with ADD and autism. Also chronic fatigue syndrome, also very concerned about autoimmune disorders. All of these are affected by oxidative stress and promoted by oxidative stress. Now, I'm going to tell you how to not get oxidative stress, but I want you to really be clear on why you don't want oxidative stress personally for you. What's most important to you and where is your family history? Now, disease is bad, and I certainly don't like disease, but I'll tell you, what the immediate effects of oxidative stress make daily life very hard. And that's the fatigue, the weight gain, joint pain, hair loss, headaches. And if you look even on that bottom part for our kids, fatigue and injury, especially that when they're in multi-sports. And I like to think of our kids going that full day of school and then going to their activities. You're not, and homework and late dinners. There is so much oxidative stress on their poor little bodies. So the question is, what causes free radical accumulation to lead to oxidative stress, and how can I stop it? So we know the effects of oxidative stress, but what causes it? So these are the causes of free radical damage. It's again a very busy slide. I went ahead and highlighted the ones that are most important to my family right now. Stress, viruses and bacteria, excessive exercise, lack of sleep, processed food, well, we try really hard not to, and pollution, which I just absolutely cannot get away. Which one applies to your family most? Every day, our bodies are being bombarded by this, and it feeds our cancer cells, lowers our immunity. So let's review. A normal cell is attacked by a free radical, and that free radical can cause oxidative stress in the body. However, there is hope. Now, there's things that we can do. So what can we do to be healthier? We can exercise. And this time, when we're all at home, is giving us a little extra time to exercise. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Change our cleaning solutions. Those environmental changes. Drink some more water so we can really hydrate and get rid of those toxins. Manage our stress. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And eat real food. And that last one is where we're going to focus a lot. So remember that normal cell gets attacked by a free radical, unless, however, that free radical, which is called an oxidant, is neutralized. And that can be neutralized by what's called an antioxidant. So you might be asking yourself, so where can I get these antioxidants? And I love this slide. Look at this. So you've got like the fruits and veggies, and then there's that free radical, and they're like, hey, just where do you think you're going, Mr. Free Radical? Yes, it's that simple. Your free radicals can be neutralized by what's already in your refrigerator, fruits and veggies. And we're going to focus on fruits and veggies because 70% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition. 75%. That's why the news isn't that fruits and veggies are good for you. It's that they're so good for you, they can save your life. One more illustration of that oxidative stress and the antioxidants. So you guys have all cut an apple in half, right? And you know what happens if you don't put that lemon juice on it. Well, that browning of the apple is oxidative stress. It causes aging and disease. That's exactly what happens in our body. In fact, we get 10,000 oxidative hits to our DNA per cell, per day, per human, and that's caused by poor nutrition, medication, smoking, stress, environmental toxins, exercise, even pregnancy. But if we squeeze that lemon on that apple when it's first cut, what happens? That's right. Those free radicals are neutralized and those cells are protected. And antioxidants from fruits and vegetables protect our cells in our body the same way from that oxidative stress. How many fruits and veggies do we need? Believe it or not, because of the decrease in quality in our food, we need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies. Also, we run a pretty hot life, don't we? We're pretty stressed out here in America. Athletes, they need 16 to 18 servings. Guess you'd be eating fruits and veggies all day. Why so many? Number one, our produce is picked so early, and we know that ripening and the nutrients happen in the last few days of ripening. Our produce is transported miles and thousands of miles, you know that. 90% of Americans aren't getting enough fruits and veggies. And when we do, if you're like me, you probably eat the same thing over and over and over. So I'm not getting the variety that I need. So 70% of Americans are trying to fill that gap with a multivitamin. Makes sense. However, it's not so beneficial when we look at this. So if you look on the left-hand side, you'll see a multivitamin that has 20 to 30 isolated nutrients. But if you look at the apple, what you see there in those tiny, tiny print is the first 400 nutrients that are found in an apple. There's over 10,000 nutrients that have been found in an apple. And if I were going to show you everything that's been found, there would be 26 more slides just like that and just as small. A multivitamin only has a few isolated nutrients. The apple, 10,000 phytonutrients, which are plant nutrients, working in synergy. Research shows that vitamins may do more harm than good, and that it's real food that protects our body. That's what we were designed to run on. So part of the resources that I want to share with you tonight is this community that I'm involved in called the Healthy Living Revolution. We want to take healthy back, and our community provides tons of resources for healthy living. In fact, whoever invited you to watch this will be able to direct you to those resources. Some of our free resources are salad in a jar meal prep parties, which unfortunately are a little bit on hold right now. We have 5 to 6, I think, now it's 6, free e-recipe books. Oh my gosh, they are chock full of recipes. We have a Start Strong Kids program, monthly health webinars, and one of our other resources is something called Juice Plus. Now, Juice Plus, if you've never heard of it, is 30 vine ripened fruits, veggies, and berries. So Juice Plus is a way to get the nutrition from over 30 fruits and veggies and berries into your diet. It's one simple change that you can make that would create an amazing difference for you. I'll explain. So the whole foods are harvested at the peak of ripeness, so the nutrition stays intact. Now, the produce, including some peels, leaves, and seeds, are juiced and dried into powders. Now, those powders are put in either into a capsule or chewable, and they are just delicious. You'll see on the right-hand side that we also have an omega blend, bypasses the fish and goes straight to the algae berry and seeds. No fish, totally vegan, no fishy burps. So I'm going to open this back up, unmute Debbie. Debbie, can you unmute yourself? There she is. And can we see your beautiful face? All right. So, okay, Deb. So thank you so much for sharing your story.
Oh, my pleasure. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, great. Hi. So I'm always so interested when I listen to everything that you share, Denise. It's always very interesting. I'm a friend of Denise's. I'm Deb Stoiber, and I would love to share my story at any time. Nutrition has always been important to me. I received a liver transplant about 31 years ago, and obviously to keep my transplant, I take medication every day to lower my immune system and helps me to avoid rejection. So I'm always interested in ways that I can naturally help support my immune system, since I technically have a lower immune system due to the medication. And so I like that I can take Juice Plus, and it can give me all those naturally occurring vitamins and minerals and the phytonutrients and all the other loads of goody things that have been shown. And it's interesting because Juice Plus has been proven. I mean, they can't just say, oh, it contains this thing and this thing has been shown to be helpful in supporting your immune system. They've actually done the research on the actual Juice Plus gummies or capsules that we take. So I find that very encouraging. So, and I do take those to support my immune system. But aside from me, I'm also a very busy mom, and so I love thinking about nutrition all the time, and I'm always thinking about how to keep my family in a very healthy state. And before I took time off to raise my 3 kids, I worked on cancer research at the University of Chicago in the Department of Gastroenterology and Nutrition. And so I read a lot of research, and I also did a lot of research, and all of it had some relation to nutrition. And so I knew that there was a very huge impact of nutrition on your health. And when I was raising and when I was, trying to get all these good things into my kids' bodies, because I knew it was good for them, they didn't always agree with me. I have some very picky eaters in my family. So I love that I can just give them Juice Plus. It's just an easy thing to add to their diet. And so at the end of the day, I have a peace of mind that they had something healthy, even though we did a quick run through at McDonald's that day. So that's my story and what I really cherish about Juice Plus.
Thanks so much, Deb. I so appreciate it. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more. Okay, Juice Plus is super unique. And one of the reasons it's unique is because it's just food. It's not a vitamin. It has a food label. In Illinois, which is where I am, we have a 3% food tax and we have a 10% supplement tax. Juice Plus is recognized as food by our government, just like any produce is. It is NSF certified, which just says that what's in the product, what's on the label is actually in the product. And supplements have no regulating body. We're safe for all ages, pregnant women, nursing, elderly. We even have Olympians who take Juice Plus and they don't have to worry about any contaminants because there are no banned substances or pesticides or fungicides, nothing impure in Juice Plus. And as Deb said, it is the most researched nutritional product in the world. Now, so I'm going to now share new slides with you. And this is where we're going to get into, turn to the meeting, we are going to get into the Juice Plus research. Now, I'm not getting into everything, guys, because I'm going to tell you, this is our Juice Plus website. We have 38 published studies. It's way too much to get into, but I think it's important for you to see a couple things. The first thing that I want to start with is lung health. And we see that Juice Plus helps improve pulmonary function among smokers. What? Are you kidding me? And I just want you to know that all the research I'll be talking to you about has been done on humans, not rats, nothing else. So we see that even smokers' lung function improves with Juice Plus. How about obesity? A study of overweight boys aged 6 to 10 decreased fat storage and improve insulin resistance. Now, if you click on any of these links, it'll take you to the journal, which is fantastic. But one thing you should know is that obese people tend to have a challenging time absorbing nutrients. And we find that people who are obese can still absorb Juice Plus. Now, one of the ways that you know that Juice Plus gets into your body and you don't just make expensive urine is by our bioavailability studies. And what that is means that we test the body or the blood after someone takes Juice Plus. We have 19 studies and a few that are going to be published showing that Juice Plus does in fact get into your blood. Okay, I want to share with you this research because 13 years ago, when I heard about this research, that's when I knew I would be on Juice Plus forever. And this research was published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology. You can't pay your way, even with $1 million, into this journal. This journal is on the desk of every cardiologist. So, what did they see? Okay, so this research was done on people given a high fat meal, 50 grams of fat. And we'll see with these dark bars that people's arteries constricted 40%. 40 to 45 to, between 40 and 50%. That means that when they eat that high fat meal, the arteries constricted. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want my arteries constricting and getting smaller. So they gave people Juice Plus for 28 days. And you'll see right here that it says the open bars is day 28. The open bars is day 28. Well, let's see. After people were on Juice Plus for 28 days, what happened after they ate that meal again? The placebo group pretty much had the same amount of constriction. The Juice Plus fruit and veggie had 2/3 less constriction. But look at this, gang. When you added that vineyard, the Juice Plus fruits, veggies, and berries, it cut that constriction down to, it cut it 98%. It was almost as if they'd never eaten that meal. So when their arteries had constricted before, when they had the protection of Juice Plus, their arteries stayed open. That's all I needed to see, and that's all that I need to see to remember to take my Juice Plus. But that's not why we're here today. You guys want to hear about the immune research. That's what's so exciting to me. So let's start. So this research was done on elderly smokers. Look, immune function in elderly smokers improves during fruit and veggie extracts in supplementation, and that was Juice Plus. I want to point out to you a few things. Check this out. Natural killer cell significantly increased. Natural killer cells are part of the immune system that's able to detect, say, like, a cell that has cancer in it. So it detects that so that our bodies can get rid of it. Oh my gosh, I just loved that. And then also interleukin-2, which is just another wonderful immune system boost. Strengthener. So that was on Juice Plus. Now, if we go to the Journal of Nutrition, this was done at the University of Florida on stressed out law students. This is my favorite part right here. By day 77, there was a 30% increase in circulating T cells. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about what a T cell is. From what I understand, T cells are the generals that tell B cells what to attack. So a T cell can say, oh, there's an invader, a foreign invader, and the B cells will attack it. Now, if there aren't enough T cells, the B cells just start attacking anything, including our own bodies. And that's when autoimmune problems and autoimmune disorders really kick up. So if we can have enough generals to actually direct the B cells on where the foreign invaders are and the foreign viruses, way better than those B cells just attacking anything, including our healthy cells. The other things you say here is by day 77, 30% increase in those T cells, but also a 40% reduction in DNA damage in lymphocytes, which is white blood cells. So I don't want my DNA damaged in my white blood cells because when they replicate, they'll replicate damaged. So we want to protect our DNA so that we become stronger, not more damaged. Another really fun one was done on over 600 nursing. Is this it? Oh, yes. Over 600, over 500 nurses, I'm sorry, in London. And what they found, this was over 6 months, is at the bottom here. 20% reduction of moderate or severe cold symptom days. Now, here's what I want to tell you, is that no matter what's going around, whether it's the common cold, a flu, a specific virus, when my body gets it, I will be able to fight it off much easier to potentially even the point that I don't even have a symptom. And that doesn't mean that I won't become in contact with these viruses or these colds or these flus, but I don't want to be taken down with them. And the stronger my immune system, the less severe my symptoms. And we see in this research that there was a 20% reduction in the moderate or severe cold symptom days, common cold symptom days, with these nurses. And oh my gosh, wouldn't that be great if we just get like a little sniffles instead of being down for a couple days? Okay, one of the other really fun, and this is the last piece of research that I'm going to do. Let me go back to my slide. Okay, was done on elite, was done on these elite trained stress men. Okay, so this was done in Australia, and this was what are called cobras, and they're kind of like our Navy SEALs. These men trained about 100 hours for over 7 months. So there was a Juice Plus group and a placebo group. Here's what's so funny. Look at this. So during the 7 months, the flu hit their barracks and kind of revealed who was on the Juice Plus and who wasn't. Because, because the people who were on Juice Plus only had about 41, 42 days out, all together. And look at the days out from sickness for the group that wasn't. Oops, that really revealed it. A couple other really fun things came from this research. Number one is the oxidative damage. Remember how I told you that free radical accumulation leads to oxidative damage? Well, there was a measure of oxidative damage at baseline. That's this blue line. And this is how much oxidative damage the men had at baseline. Well, after 7 months of about 100 hours a week of training, they found that without Juice Plus, of course they had more oxidative damage. Of course, your body can't neutralize all those free radicals, but check it out. Look at this red bar with the people who were on Juice Plus. Not only did they endure all of that training, but their bodies were physically healthier because the fruits and veggies in Juice Plus neutralized that free radical damage. Let's pop over to another measure of inflammation. Here's the baseline inflammation of the men. Without Juice Plus, of course their inflammation would go up in their body. And you guys know inflammation is the start of disease and pain and joint pain. But with the Juice Plus, not only did they endure all of their training, but their inflammation actually went down. Okay, so if you're an exerciser, one little piece, I can't help but share this with you. This is what happens to your body with exercise. And they measure this with the men. This was at baseline. So before exercise, they had a certain level of oxidative damage. After exercise, it increases and stays elevated for a bit. But your body naturally, if you have adequate rest, adequate recovery, will again reduce that oxidative damage. And after 30 hours, you are back down. Now, who really has the benefit of having 30 hours between workouts? So without Juice Plus, this is what the men actually experiences between weeks 4 and 16. That they would start their workout and their training with more oxidative damage than at baseline. Of course, the oxidative damage increased after exercise, increased more 30 minutes after exercise, and then 30 hours later, look, it's even higher than when they first started. So what was happening was they were beginning their training sessions less or not fully recovered. So they continued to go downhill and downhill and downhill and downhill. More stress, more stress, more stress. But what would happen if these same men took Juice Plus? What would happen to their oxidative stress? That is the red group. Look at that. It reduced their oxidative stress. It kept it low while they were exercising, after, and even 30 hours later. These men totally neutralize their oxidative damage. It's just so amazing. So you guys, I'm done with the research. You get the point. These are some of the research institutions that have aligned themselves with Juice Plus: UCLA, University of Memphis, MD Anderson Cancer Institute, Yale, Wake Forest University. I mean, come on. These are top reputable universities. It's just so wonderful to be in that great company. Now, I told you where some research is being done on some of those institutions, but some research done in your home is with our children. And that research is because Juice Plus donates Juice Plus to all kids between the ages of 4 and 18 and all full-time college students, because we want to give families a healthy start. Now, how does this happen? Well, you just need one adult order and then you get the child's order free. And what are parents reporting? 60% fewer days of school missed, 56% taking less over-the-counter medicine, and my absolute favorite is that 66% were visiting the doctor less. I love that because I hate when my kids are sick. You know, both my boys have both had one ear infection, and I've seen one of them vomit once from being sick. It is an amazing amount of protection. We've talked about the free radical damage, how it can weaken our immune system, and you guys have also been given lots of tools on how to stop that. A couple other things. So our Juice Plus Complete is a wonderful shake mix. It's vegan, non-GMO, gluten and dairy free, lots of protein and great amount of fiber, and it does stabilize our blood sugar because it's low glycemic. But look on the left, look at all of these nutrients you're going to be getting into your body, and it's absolutely delicious. It's broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, alfalfa, chickpea, millet, quinoa, amaranth, pea protein, rice protein, and a water-washed soy. And you might say, soy? But I want you to check out this quote. And this is by an oncologist at Emory University. He says, we now have evidence that soy foods not only prevent breast cancer, but also benefit women who have breast cancer. And if soy were so bad, why would MD Anderson Cancer Institute use our Juice Plus Complete with their ovarian cancer survivors? We also have a tower garden, which is so fun. It's vertical growing, where you can grow your produce indoors or out. We have growing lights all year round. Not only does it take up less space, about 2 feet, and it's less water, but we've even, of course, done research where we've put the same seeds in organic soil, the best soil, and that was done at the University of Mississippi against the tower garden. They have the same amount of nutrients, But the Tower Garden not only grew 3 times faster, but had 30% more yield. Isn't that amazing? So Juice Plus is the most simple change that you can make to protect your body now and when normal life returns. Some people are looking for a lifestyle system, and we do have something called the Shred 10. It's 10 guidelines that you follow. We have a wonderful amount of support with that. We have another one starting. They start the first Monday of the month. You get wonderful resources, wonderful support. If you are interested, talk to the person who invited you, because the truth is that it helps you um, eliminate the toxins that are stored in your fat cells. Now, it's not about being skinny, it's about being healthy, but we'll tell you more about that if you contact the person who invited you to watch this. Guys, Juice Plus is so affordable. How much would we pay for protection? The trio's $2.50 a day. I mean, it's less than a cup of coffee. How much money are we all saving by not running around to get our coffee? It's free for our kids. Our complete is $2.30 for each shake. I mean, where do you get a meal for $2.30? And if you're looking for the omegas, they're $1 a day. You know, when I first started sharing Juice Plus, one of the reasons, well, before I started sharing it, I thought, I just don't want to sell something. And somebody said to me, yeah, but Denise, it's not. You were given a gift, weren't you? When somebody told you about the research, about the health, the cardiovascular research, you know, the information that you give to people, Denise, is like you're wrapping it up in a bow and giving it to them. And, that is so true, because I don't know where my family would be without Juice Plus. I didn't share my story, and I will another time, but it's been such a peace of mind, especially now, guys. You know how important it is to feel that confidence. So I invite you to get started on Juice Plus or to share the gift of hope. It is so based on science. I want to spend just a few more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. But after 2 years of taking Juice Plus, I was telling people all about it. Now, listen, it wasn't until 6 weeks, though, before I was about ready to get my little baby home. I adopted my first son. I was training full time that I started looking for a plan B because I wanted to be home with my baby. I didn't want to be personal training and working. So I started sharing Juice Plus. Now, I only had 6 weeks before I got on a plane to Russia, but I did. And what I found was that Juice Plus did become a plan B for me. I started with enough money to pay for my Juice Plus and some fun money for me that I didn't have to necessarily go into my family's budget for. I could use it as my own money. It started to cover all of my groceries. And now it's over 50% of my income. And given the current situation, I'm so grateful to have this backup, because I'm a personal trainer and people don't pay me when I don't work. But I continue to get my Juice Plus checks, and I can still share the education and help people just like we are now. So let me just take a few moments to let you know that Juice Plus is over 50 years old. And one of the reasons you don't see it in the company's over 50 years old, and one of the reasons you don't see Juice Plus in the stores, is because the company's mission is to help as many people as possible realize their dreams. If it was in the stores, it wouldn't be able to help me realize my health dreams or my financial dreams. So the mission is very unique. You guys know Juice Plus is super rock solid, companies in the wellness industry. But let me tell you a little bit about the business. You might say, well, how do I get started? Or what do you have to do? It's $52 every year. Here's my overhead. That's what as long as you have a smartphone, you can do it anywhere. The fun part is that I showed you what Juice Plus is. It's a super small product line. It's also consumable. So once people use Juice Plus, then they'll need some more of it. And there's this concept of what's called residual income. So when I have still some of the same customers that I have 12 years ago. And those customers I continue to get paid on. And they're just rock solid. No inventory other than the Juice Plus that you have in your house. And there's no like minimums or quotas, and you don't have to qualify for anything. It's whether you do a little bit or a lot, you are such a gift to people. Now, one unique part about this is that we do have a family benefits package. It includes medical insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, life insurance, long-term disability, chiropractic care, family tuition program, monthly expense allowance, and a holiday bonus. These things are available at our top leadership positions and can provide so much protection and security for my family and yours. We have a great 4 business concepts in one. One that I know you can appreciate is that whole e-commerce ability that, everything's online now. The company does give back. We are the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Memphis Marathon. Each Boys and Girls Club does get a tower garden. Isn't that fabulous? And Juice Plus is very much involved with Volunteers of America. So I want you to share and change lives. That's all I do is I share and change lives. I don't know where the message lands, but all I do is I share as I live, and I share just like this, and that's what you would do. The amount of Juice Plus earnings that I get and that anyone else gets is a direct reflection of the number of lives that we're changing. So I invite you to join me in inspiring healthy living around the world. Whether you get started on Juice Plus for the protection of yourself and your family, maybe add the complete so you get some more nutrients. It's a wonderful breakfast. Maybe you join me on this mission to make a difference, cover a car payment. I'm sure a lot of us are losing a lot of income now during this time, and the need for Juice Plus doesn't go away. Maybe you want to create more time or give you more financial options. Whatever it is, I really feel like there's an opportunity for you to have more protection now and when normal life returns. So I'm going to stop the recording